It's been just over a year since the most unusual of circumstances here in the city of Norton. The police chief shot in the line of duty. But today, he's speaking out for the first time, telling us that he was saved by the grace of God.
Product that your company has, living proof that it does make difference, and it also saves lives. And I'm so thankful for that.
When Norton Police Chief James Lane was shot in the line of duty last year, the circumstance was already unusual.
Most chiefs don't wear a vest, and thankfully he was wearing a vest.
Lane was assisting with a shoplifting call at Walmart when he was shot several times.
When you pull up on scene and the first thing you see is your co-worker, your chief, laying on the ground, bleeding, it's a difficult thing to process, but then when you see the suspect, see the suspect with a gun in his hand, you know that you have to stop that threat before you can even attend to your fallen officer.
One of the rounds that impacted it, I was told, was something that would have been a life-ending event had he not had his body armor on. But the round that struck his vest was basically covering his vitals, his lungs, his heart, his spleen. That's the area that we try to protect.
I was in my office working. I heard over the radio that there was a shoplifter that had ran from Walmart that's located in the city of Norton. I knew that one of the officers had someone under arrest, and so that just left one officer by himself. Therefore, I responded as well to assist in trying to locate the individual. And during that time, encountered the subject and was shot. Originally was shot through the windshield is the first shots that I received, and then was able to exit my vehicle, but realized that I was injured and fell to the ground, and so we exchanged gunfire at that point throughout the time.
Seeing your own officer injured, hurt, bleeding is something I don't want anybody else to ever have to face.
What was going through your mind?
I had to stop the threat.
Because I'm aware through the investigation that there was rounds that was taken in the vest. I'm not certain on the number, but I knew that made a difference, and with God's mercy, I was spared that day.
It wasn't just a higher power keeping Chief Lane alive, but also the bulletproof vest he was wearing.
The body armor itself is layers of material. In this case, it's Dyneema, which is a plastic-like material that's layered within the vest. And what it does is it actually, as the round starts to come in contact with the vest, it starts to slow it down and kind of catch it. If you think of a catcher's mitt and a baseball, it doesn't necessarily stop it abruptly, like if you were to hit a hard object, it catches it.
Lane didn't just take bullets in the vest, but also both arms and his pelvis.
Had a total of 3 surgeries because of the injuries, it's been rough, but also I'm just so thankful that I am alive and try my best to enjoy the days. Even if there's pain, I'm still enjoying the days.
Chief Lane also molding future law enforcement leaders.
I decided to run for sheriff. He was the first person that I told once I officially decided. One, just as a friend, and 2, because it was my boss.
And tell me a little bit about, as being sheriff now, what do you look up to him in regards to that leadership role within a department?
Well, Chief Lane taught me a lot. He taught me how to run a department, what we needed to do, what needed to be done, and how to treat people.
Lane forever grateful to be alive, but also for the community that supported him.
Your prayers and your thoughts does make a difference, and to hold on, never quit fighting. That failure is not an option. You've got to hang in there, but the ones that does the support, never underestimate what your thoughts and prayers does to help someone when they are down.
Chief Lane is back at work. He says there is still recovery ahead, though walking unassisted is his top goal. In Norton, Ansley Daniel, News Channel 11.